Is girthing a real word?
Ozzy's Tacos. We rode a total of 1 mile.
Ooh, check that out.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last time it's ever on our lift. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Juan, what is it, dude?
It's the last week to dial in this bike right here, baby.
And Cole, what do
Not
we
only
got?
that, it's your last week to enter for a chance to win the 2004 FXD that we've been dialing in.
We've had this bike now since the last day of Sturgis. We all had a chance to ride it home from Black Hills Harley-Davidson in Sturgis, South Dakota.
Not only that, but it went from New York, which we found out that's where the original title came from,
Yep.
to Black Hills. From Black Hills, we picked it up, brought it here. It's been chilling in California, riding the coast.
And in that time, we've done tons of good upgrades to it. Switching from the weird forward controls that were on it to the mids. And we added the seat, which those were key upgrades to make it more comfortable.
Yeah, 100%. The only thing we couldn't do, which I really wanted to do, was get the hand controls on. The 9.5-inch pullbacks of the mids. We tried to take them off my bike, didn't work with the cables that we had, so now.
Well, he was saying we couldn't do that on the road. So right when we got back, that was the first thing we did do. 9.5-inch pullback, Thrashin supply mid-bend bars. So we set all that up with the right cable lengths. After that, we proceeded to go into a stainless steel Thrashin exhaust with the Fueling BA air filter, Legends 14-inch piggyback shocks with Legends cartridge forks while we raised the front end 2 more inches. We also threw on a new brake rotor as well as new brake pads. The stock setup, you could feel the controls pulsing.
The thing we did on the road was the shift linkage as well as the shifter and shifter kit.
We're not done yet though. We still have this bike for a week. You still have the opportunity until September 30th to enter for a chance to win this thing. Let's roll it in and let's go show them what we have on the table, what's in store for today, and how much better this bike's gonna
Yeah,
get.
we're not done yet. We still got some upgrades.
We also upgraded the headlight. Look at how nice and bright that is. Tires have started to feel pretty hard and not that grippy, especially once we put the new suspension on it and you could really lean into corners and get to the sidewall without scraping. First things first, fresh tires.
Brother.
So I think we're gonna dive into that. Cole, you had something else you wanted to donate to the fresh tires.
So, kind of a motocross thing for me and Lance back in the day. These were like gold, literally like gold back in the day.
Look at this is this little like.
The moto side of us comes out. You can't buy these. These are like, you can only get them sent to you, so.
You gotta know people.
Yeah.
So Cole got dialed in. He has a couple of those that we're also gonna throw on the fresh tires. They're going on this beast. Another thing that really bothered all of us was the not so OE look of how they did. This coil was for some reason sitting where the horn was. We put the coil back at the OE position where it belongs. The problem is they put the horn up at the front where it's normally supposed to be here. We all prefer, and all of our bikes have the horn and the coil in the OE position.
We got the OE kit to run the horn in the factory location.
So we're gonna go ahead and put the horn back where it belongs. We also got spark plug wires because those were stolen off of my bike. Another thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna throw on a derby cover. We're gonna do hard mount brackets with essential saddlebags, some rear brake pads, which one thing I'm noticing is where's the rotor that we ordered?
It should be here somewhere.
We also ordered a rear rotor, so we're gonna upgrade that. So it's gonna have fresh brake pads, fresh rotors, fresh tires. I think we're gonna get to it. What do you think we do first? Tires?
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. I think while we're nice and energized, I think we lift this thing up, put tires on it.
Yeah, baby. Got the rear brake rotor. Let's check it out. How clean that looks.
Wheels are off, ready for a tire install. You kind of mastered that, Cole.
A little bit.
Juan and I were working on the rear brakes. This is .5. It's super milky, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. We'll do a little brake fluid flush, as well as we've got the pads that were in it, a little crusty. We're going to put some fresh EVC brake pads on.
On the back of the tank?
No, put on this.
Rock hard. This thing is stiff, dude.
fresh. Brake pads on. What are we doing over here?
Getting the horn out while my boy Cole gets the tires ready. So I just wanted to keep moving forward. See what we got here. Okay.
This is the new horn.
Out.
Check these things out, dude. 10.4 millimeter wire.
This is you.
So he's putting, yeah.
Telling you not to worry about.
He's putting the cheapy ones back on my Dyna. Here's the thing, guys. We're really dialing in this Dyna as if we were just keeping it. Like, we're switching everything that we would genuinely want to switch on our own bike.
It kind of beat me up a little bit, but I got it.
You get her on?
And I even lined up the little valve stem with the lightest part of the tire.
There it is. Gosh, it's always so scary waiting for that thing to pop. Okay, so not only are these higher performance, thicker spark plug wires, but I don't know if you guys remember on the way home from Sturgis in Vegas, these stock spark plug wires were just falling off of this. And there was like electrical tape around the coil to like try to like girthen it up so it wouldn't fall off. We ended up zip tying it to make it home. But you could see how much more quality these are, and you can even just hear it and feel it, like how much more solid that is. Our setup. Juan's just dialing in the spark plugs.
Is girthing a real word?
We don't know exactly what it was from.
All right, so while Cole goes ahead and now he does the front wheel, no reason I can't throw this brake on real quick. I'm gonna do it as well before we go ahead and balance the wheel. That way the wheel is balanced with the new rotor. Old rotor, oh my gosh. It's like, feels like a canyon when you go like this. Fresh rotor. Who knows how old these things are? Let's get to it. They were in there. This is always such a scary one because it's like, it's a Torx bit and these guys are really in there and I hate spinning it and like being very careful. All right, now Juan has started to clean up the stock bolts. They have a ton of brake dust and grime on them. He's getting them to look like this. Yeah, baby.
Things nice and dialed, brother.
How are we doing?
Good. This one didn't fight me as bad.
Nice.
Or maybe I'm just used to it, but.
Nice. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall the new rotor, but I'm checking the torque specs. It says 30 to 45 foot-pounds. Apply some Loctite thread locker. All right, so it's about 12:30 right now. We're all getting a little hungry. The bike is nowhere near to the completion that we want to close it up at. We got to finish the tires. We just balanced this one. That one's got to get balanced. Juan is resoldering the horn wires because they were extended so that they could reach the front of the frame. We took it back down to the stock length and we're putting it back to what it would have been from the factory. Horn is ready to go. But I'm over here sitting around looking for tacos. I'm like, hey, like we're somewhere close that we haven't been to, that's legit. And I found this spot called Señor Ozzy's Tacos y Mariscos Moore Park. And the funny thing about this is they show like sushi rolls.
Dude, it's like Howdy's.
Street tacos. Then what really got me though, hit the photos, beer battered shrimp tacos. And then I pulled that up.
Juan about lost his mind, dude.
Juan was like, we're going there.
100%, no questions asked.
We're waiting for a special guest.
We are? You didn't even tell us about this.
We can kind of keep chipping away at it, but I think someone's supposed to show up between 12:30 and 1.
Yeah, dude, what's up with these special guests all the time?
Yeah, it's usually either Seabear or Reckless, so.
Can we test this thing out?
Yeah, we're
Dude, did you ever use the horn? Watch,
Yeah.
bend that out, go. So the horn setup that we bought off the internet is not dialed 100%.
All right, I'll fix it.
And another EFI Dyna shows up.
Where are we going for lunch?
We found this local spot, like a Mexican fish spot. Much more acceptable. Nice work. What bikes are we riding?
I'm riding the X.
Then I'll ride the FXR.
Born ready, brother.
So we rode a total of 1 mile.
Half a mile. We're gonna do some riding after, dude. We're starving. What time is it, actually? Let's see. I haven't complained once, and it's 1:07.
We had no idea that basically right behind our shop is a spot called Tacos y Mariscos. So we're gonna go give it a shot. They have some fish tacos, they got some street tacos, they got some shrimp cocktail.
They had. I was gonna get it for you.
Everyone has to try a pastor, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll get 4 pastor tacos, please. Chunky guac. Yeah, thank you.
Fish batter tacos for your tacos here?
Nice.
Yeah. Go ahead and.
Very good. All right, boys, I just got to watch them freshly batter the whitefish as well as just shrimp, but I'm not gonna lie, I was so hungry looking at that. I was like, need some chips and guac.
Yeah, we almost polished this off before we got back.
This week, we're heading to the East Coast to go hang out with our buddies, East Coast and crew, and go spend some time in New Haven and ride over to Brooklyn to New York City with the boys. So this is Dom's first time
Ever in New York City. I've landed there before at the airport and then went to New Jersey for work, but
Yeah.
I've never been in the city, experienced it at all.
Well, Juan's first time ever going over to the East Coast, New Haven, in New York was 2 years ago when we did Indian Larry's. It'll be like the first time for the 4 of us hanging out over there. I've been going over to New Haven and spending time over on the East Coast with those boys for the last like 8 years. Keep evolving and our friendship stay strong. It's been fun.
I haven't been on their turf. I'm curious to see like how it is on their end and obviously get to watch all their little shenanigans go down.
Yeah, the cool and the crazy thing is, first of all, I'm over here like
What was that? You just
scavenging for
scooped.
chips,
You like touched
There's
all
not any
of
big
them.
ones.
You-
So Gabe's building, this old church, was built before America was established.
No way.
Yeah, it's like 1756
Oh.
or something. And it's even like printed on newspaper articles and it's like on the building. It's just cool to see like the history of how a lot of that area was before America was like declared.
Yeah, established.
Yeah, wait till you see how they ride.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They ride
That's,
on.
that's the thing I'm looking forward to. Like, I love Gabe and the boys, but those guys are wild. Like, the most wild guys I've ever ridden with.
The only heads up I will give to both of you guys is that stop signs are a suggestion.
For Lance, too. That's where Lance gets it.
Yeah.
Stop signs and Alto in Mexico.
Look at that. These things are looking amazing. Here they come, boys. And they look real good.
It's a asada taco.
You can just drop
Right here? Okay. These are 4 pastor tacos.
Thank you.
So those right there in the middle.
Thank you.
Well, enjoy.
Dude.
Do we dive into the pastor first or the
I'm going
fish?
past our first.
I'm just gonna dive into.
I'll do the.
Damn. A little shishito pepper, I think is spicy.
I don't think that's a shishito, bro.
No, it is for sure.
My apple star taco with some red sauce. Dude, it's got some cilantro, it's got some onion. Hungry.
With the citrus on there. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, I kind of wish I would have got another apple star
I
taco.
know, it was really good.
You liked it?
For like not being on the side of the road, street taco is a really good street taco.
Yeah.
What are we going for now?
I'm going in on the shrimp. Honestly,
store?
What was that, mate?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Shishito pepper and see how hot it is.
I got this ceviche. I'm going in. Is it spicy?
I don't know, shishito pepper's like hit or miss. Some of them are.
What kind of pepper is this? Serrano pepper. They didn't know shishito.
A lot of times people ride to the showroom. We talk to them and we don't know where to like tell them to get tacos. And there are some spots that are pretty good around here, but like I want like a banger.
I think we can clearly see that you like it.
oh, dude. Look at my guy.
Fish taco. It is massive. This thing is massive. One of the bigger tacos, I think. There's a little pineapple. Almost seems like the sauce has a little sweetness to it. All right, the fish is extremely crispy, warm, it's fresh. I saw it back there. It was raw fish that they dipped into the batter, put it right in. So that you can tell it's super fresh. Added like, I believe cabbage sauces, the dual sauces they do. They do like the white one and kind of the flavored. It's really good.
It ain't no Evo. I want more.
What do you want more of? Look at, you guys are like looking for more food. Like,
I like.
There's some
give me
ceviche left.
pass me some
Let's
ceviche.
split this one.
Here, give me some of the chips too.
Here.
I saw there were some saltine crackers. Here.
these boys are diving in. I'm still over here on my fish taco, which is amazing.
Hey, put you on a cracker.
Yeah. All right, I think we enjoyed lunch too much. Thank you guys.
Since we just had tacos and a bunch of food, we're allowed to take a siesta at the shop.
We can take a siesta as soon as we get this bike done. We got to get back, throw the wheels back on, wash it up. I'd like to do an oil change.
Oh, and I have to.
The wheel's been spinning ever since we left.
I can't remember if it's the 170 or 171 K&N filter, so we gotta look that up. I got fresh O-rings for when we start this oil change here. Let's throw this front tire on for starters and then
Whoa, dude, what do you got going on over here?
Trying to dump some fluids, brother.
front wheel is going on, bolting the brake up right now, and then we throw the fender on next.
Where's Lance? I haven't seen that fool.
He took the rest of the day off.
I wanted to see for
Oh,
I wanted to see for
dude.
1 minute what it was like. If Juan has to be the cameraman, how's the vlog gonna end up? So I'm just standing behind. It's like his first day on the job where the boss stays behind you, just sees how you do.
Yeah, I was like, it's not going to be good, but we're going to get some good stuff, so.
People want to know Dom's hair program. So Dom,
There'll be another secret soon coming out though.
There
That's
it
it
is,
right there,
dude.
the Axe flexible paste. This one's probably melted because it's been sitting in my bar bag forever, but
Oh,
yeah,
bro,
all
you need a
melted to
refill
one
on
side.
this.
I know.
That's the big secret.
Yeah.
Look at
Take
that.
your helmet off, throw a little bit in real quick, and that's it.
Dude, my guy is silent. I'm going to have to get some of that for whenever I have freaking helmet hair. Hey, what's going on? We're not supposed to be in the back till we finish the front. What are you guys doing back here?
well, because you know why? Because Cole pushed the front brake down. He mashed the front brake down, and there's no.
Oh,
So he was like, oh, or the rear brake. He mashed the rear brake down when there's no rotor in there. Oh, dude, why are you stressing out? Why are you looking so deep in there, dude?
You have
I'm getting Loctite on the wheel.
your side.
You happy with the weight?
I'm happy.
Things
my
rolling
boy.
good. There's no
Yeah.
dropping low spot.
Yep, no, my boy Cole did it.
Oh god.
All right, there we go.
Now we're looking good.
All right, now bring her down a little bit.
Yep, and get that belt on, belt's on, coming down.
I don't know, it's going in a lot easier.
Where's the hammer at, dude?
Thumb's hand.
We're in, bro.
Finisher.
The finisher, dude.
Careful, dude, you might get your hands dirty.
The finisher, bro.
Nothing wrong with getting your hands a little dirty.
Yeah.
That was his outfit. Coming together, fresh
Bro,
tire.
look how good that brake looks.
Yeah. 591, which is a really good sticky tire.
Also put new brake fluid, and I did pull it through the brake caliper, but we do need to put a brake cap on. All right, I found a stack of these behind Juan's desk, and there was no hardware, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll just use the stock hardware for this one.
Dude, that's a secret stash, all right?
Should we put some more back on the website or what? The reason why we took them off was we switched everything over to chrome, and we had a stack of these from polish still. They're not chrome, that's why. They're still good. That's all we used to do. They're still great piece.
Dude, way better.
Give me a
Let's do
stop.
Proper.
All right, fresh pads, fresh rotor, fresh brake fluid. We got a brake reservoir cap. I also found one from up there. Look, this was also behind Juan's desk. This would be for early model Dynas. Basically, what is that, 91 to like 05. We have more of these black anodized, twice cut. We don't have the hardware right now, or maybe we do, but I know I can use the stock hardware too, so that'll be a cool swap.
Next up on the list, some drain some fluids here. Give it a proper oil change. Ooh.
He said they did a fresh
It does not look
Oil
fresh.
change right
Oh,
before.
it doesn't look too bad. I can see through it.
I checked it on the way home.
All right, here's the situation. There's some weird sort of oil filter. I've actually never seen it, but I do believe it's one of those like reusable ones. I think so.
That's what Cole
Is this in a
said.
cover?
But there's not really any area to grasp it right here.
Nope.
Yeah,
Oh,
Whoa,
wait, the
whoa, whoa,
back
whoa.
spinning.
it's leaking. But we want to take that backing piece. Okay, so forgot to say, there's a backing piece right here. You can see it's ovaled over the design shape of the stock. So we need to get that whole thing off. Oh, the cap's moving. Yeah, that cap probably comes off.
All right, there we go.
The front comes off, bro.
I think the back's probably screwed on or something. It has some nut we could bust.
Yeah, on the inside.
Whoa, dude, it's actually a Harley filter. This must be a PN8. It also looks like the filter like on a lawnmower. But look, I don't know if you guys could see it. It says Harley-Davidson on it. And that's a Harley part too. Oh, shoot.
It's actually a nice piece.
Okay, wait.
Wasn't
Hold
it?
on, but when we go to put a new filter in, it's not gonna work. So
No, we need to
yeah.
take this stuff off. Let's
Yeah,
just
I
see.
was gonna say, because it can't rotate around this because it's like offset.
Yeah.
This
So
is
it would
probably
hit the head.
threaded. Oh, look, maybe in there, it looks like you can put a wrench in there. If you look inside, is it a square
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
a 3/8 strap?
Yeah. Okay, I will confirm that I'm kind of impressed with this oil filter kit. Kind of nice, but it is something that none of us have ever worked with or experienced. So there's like, we're like, let's just put what we know on this bike.
Yeah.
And
And we don't
what's up,
have a
dude? Why you
This
bleeding-
fell
why you
out. It
bleeding
got all over
oil?
Juan's pants. Got all over my arm.
All right, let's see if we have the stock piece in. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to Harley
No.
and buy just the. Oh, maybe we can pull it from one of the motors, Cole's old motor, and it's just a threaded.
Yeah,
bond.
I know.
Good thing we got one over here in
Yeah.
the showroom. Let's go check it out. Oh, the filter's off too. It's right here. Easy
Spin it around.
peasy. I don't want to
Okay.
like piece we need.
Yep. Let's go
Let's go
figure out
with
what
it.
size it is, and hopefully this thing will end up just taking it all the way apart. Don't worry, we have one in the showroom we can finish this bike with.
Dude, I donated the seat, the mids. We took your spark plug wires. And, no, not my spark plug wires. And now you're gonna take another part out of my bike.
All right, bro. What do we got?
7/8, I got it, but I was waiting for the camera to.
Dude, we have a whole parts engine over here.
What do you mean? Why
This.
do you need your chases?
The missing piece. A little bit of metal
Let's
shavings
make
on it.
sure we clean it.
Well,
Some metal
if you guys don't want
shavings on
metal
it.
shavings, he has a twin cam sitting in here. Juan has a twin cam at home. We can just take it off one of those.
There's just like a little bit of like red.
Debris from Cole's bike.
No, I think it's like almost like gasket maker or something. We're going back. We've drained the fluids. We have fluids to put in it. K&N oil filter is on there. Dom's going back with some lube. I'm going to remove the derby cover. Primary and trans should only have about 1,000 to 1,500 miles on them. Figured the engine, even the engine oil wasn't that dirty, but again, we wanted to put a fresh oil filter, something that we were familiar with and something that we would have on our bike.
Dude, check that out. Where'd you get this from? I thought we didn't have any more.
All right, take that off. Gasket supplied.
It's
Called Thrashin.
Oh, these guys, dude, can't get away with no jokes. We're not done yet either. So once we do this, fill it up with oil, we are going to give it a bath, and that's not the end of the parts we're putting on it. One of you guys watching this is gonna end up in your garage.
We work on this thing more than any of our bikes.
We've done a lot to it in the last couple weeks.
I don't know. We worked on my bike quite a bit.
Those of you that have followed the rules, headed to thrashinsupply.com, read the rules. By the end of September 30th, we are going to close the entries, or I guess all the way till the midnight of that day. Our goal is to gather all of the entries in by, at the end of that month, or like the first of the next month, the 1st of October. And then we were going to send those entries to Martin Kane. It is the sweepstakes company that we teamed up with to do this giveaway. They will then get everything together and they will then pull the winner. And from there, they will then reach out to the winner and verify that they follow the rules in terms of everything that you need to. And then once they tell us who the winner is, and they've already verified that the winner is eligible to own this bike, take this bike, followed all the rules, we will then reach out to you. Some level, we're going to do a vlog with you. And that is how we're going to get the bike to you. So we'll work with you and figure out whether you're going to come here, whether we're going to ship the bike to you and show up at your doorstep, whether we're gonna drive it to you, ride it to you, you're gonna come here and hang out. Like all of that's still kind of up in the air. We're gonna figure out what works for everybody. Maybe you have a full-time job and you don't have time to come here.
I've seen comments where it's like, great, I want a bike, but now I got to spend all this money to get it. Well, we're going to take care of that. Like that's on us. We just need to figure out how you want the bike to be delivered, or
how it works for everybody.
Yeah,
how it works
best for everybody.
Yeah, so we're gonna figure out how it works best for everybody. Bear with us when this series is over. Give us a couple weeks to do that properly, and I'm hoping by the end of October, it's definitely in your garage, and there's a vlog live by like October, November. I've personally never won anything like this, so I don't even know what it would be like. Those joys of like, what? Like, this is mine? Like, I go from not owning this or knowing about it, whatever, a day ago or a week ago, to like all of a sudden it's in my driveway and you're like kind of in shock.
This has been a very well documented build, so you know everything that's gone on with this bike. Maybe you'll run into somebody who watches the channel and they'll recognize the bike.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cool little cherry on top.
Oh, we gotta fill the
Derby
oil.
covers on.
Yeah.
I think it's only fitting if it's got a Neptune sticker on the other side. We get a Thrashin 2024 Deadwood, South Dakota sticker on the other side. Keep the theme alive. Dial. I'm gonna get all this grime off this thing finally. Had a long road trip home. Who knows the last time I actually got a bath. I remember it being kind of dirty when we picked it up too.
It was very dirty. They gave it a little wipe down once we were told them we're gonna buy it, but it was still never super clean. Well, that's Don's bike.
Give my bike in trouble. Lift that bar bag off there. Thank you. All the old in with the new. Boom.
Let's put that air filter mesh so no water goes inside.
I'm gonna be really sad to see her go.
Just hanging out upstairs with Jake, we were already talking about just like 2025 stuff and the stuff that the hard parts we have in the works, all the apparel dropping and all the stuff dropping, even like for the holidays. And I do have to step away for a little bit to make sure that there's still cool stuff going on, you know? What do we got?
We
What do we
made
got?
sure
Tell me
there's
where we're at.
cool stuff going on out here. We got Dom's special secret sauce to clean the motor. Check it out.
All right.
Dude, look at that. Woo! Look how clean that looks, man.
Yay. Did you put hair product on it?
No, just a little degrease, it goes a long way.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we got that going, and then next we're gonna start, you know, with the foam blaster on the paint, but we're doing the wheels and
Have you
engine first.
degreased the wheels? I feel like they need some spray on them. Straight black coming off. Look at that grime. Shine her up. A wax job as you do it.
Finishing up with the cleaning. You're scrubbing, dude. Juan's gonna start putting on, and I'll help, some of the hard mounts for the essentials bags. We usually like to run these mostly. You started running them, or you pretty much invented them because
I started using, I wanted a set of bags because we live inland of the coast, like on one other side of the mountain range. And a lot of our riding is through the mountain range, through the Santa Monica Mountains, over to the coast. And the weather swing can be 20 degrees. And I wanted to be able to have a layer with me at all times. A flannel, a sweatshirt, a bottle of water, a hat.
another pair of gloves.
Yeah, a different pair of gloves. So originally I wanted to still be able to like do wheelies and like not have these massive bags that could scrape. So I came up with the essential saddlebags, and that was like 8-9 years ago now. I think it's a must to have on the Dynas. I don't really like leaving without it. I like being able to throw stuff in if I need to stop by the grocery store real quick, if I need to bring another layer with me. So I like having it. So we're gonna throw a set on this bike that we're giving away because I think the person that gets this bike is gonna be stoked to have a set. So
The back of the tire sticker it's not an actual sticker. It's like some type of like acid that eats into rubber. So the sticker, whatever you want to call it, actually burns into the rubber a little bit. Like I said, when we were like 13, if you get your hands on these,
what do you mean?
You were the man.
We're still excited when we get our hands on
I know. I'm just saying they're very, very hard to get your hands on. Like they're made for
Yeah.
multiple radiuses. And then you can see it start to peel away from the...
Still on there a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got to work it as you go.
Wait. Look at that.
So tweaking?
Weekend, brother.
The fact that like what it looked like when we rolled it out of the back parking lot.
It was a dealer. It was like ugly duckling, forgotten bike. Nobody would have looked twice at it.
Yeah.
And like with a little bit of elbow grease and some cool parts like from us and from Legends and from all these rad companies, like just turned around. Like everything's getting so clean. Like after we're wiping it, like, man, the paint's really nice on this. And like, obviously it's a
20-year-old
yeah. Bike, but
it's a 04.
Really good.
2024.
Yeah, 20-year-old bike. It's not gonna be perfect, but it looks really, really good. Like it just completely turned around. Like from what we saw, everything just adds up and the bike just looks so proper.
All right, it's looking real good. It's time to polish a little bit from the top.
Sad. I'm excited for whoever gets it, but I'm a little sad. Like this would be a really good shop bike.
Whoever's gonna get it's lucky.
This is the last time it's ever on our lift.
Dude, this thing looks so good.
Saying, man.
Hey, you gotta go look at it in the sunlight.
Looking good.
Take it for a little spin. You have a 05. It sounds so good taking off too.
It just looks mean too. I love like all the little things. Tire stickers are sick. Like
Feels like it went by so fast. Like I feel like it was just the idea to give it away like yesterday, and now it's like, man, this is like our last like couple weeks with it.
it's happening.
You just give Juan's bike away so he can keep it.
Feels like home.
Feels
Feels like
good,
an
right?
05, nice and comfortable.
Yeah. The little detail is the rich black tires, the red logo with the red air filter, gold Dunlop stickers, fresh pipe, fresh bags, the suspension. We did the 2/2s with the Legend cartridge, the 9.5 pullbacks. I mean, there's so many things. Fresh rotors that we just threw on it. Thing's a wheelie machine now, dude.
Taillight almost got blown out.
I think before we let this go, we gotta let Juan try a wheelie on it because it hooks up.
I wheelied it, he's wheelied it, now it's your turn. Go get your helmet, dude, go get your helmet.
This will be the first bike Juan scrapes.
I'm definitely not gonna scrape your bike, whoever wins this. I feel like it pop this thing up a little bit.
Whoever wins it won't be mad if you blow the taillight out. We'll replace it.
Smoothly. That scared him how well it hooked up.
Yeah.
Like he let off.
Yeah.
As soon as it hooked, he's
Zero
like,
tire.
no, don't put it away. That first one scared you so much.
It came up so
That's the way
fast.
you do it.
I was like, all right. Honestly, it popped up. This bike was harder to wheelie back then. We all struggled with it, but it popped right up. I was like, all right.
Do
Go,
like
and
the
then
first
get to
one, dude.
Get to that balance point. When it
You were
comes up quick.
going much slower.
Uh-huh.
You were going half the speed.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that's mind gaming him.
No
He's used to looking at the speed.
I don't know how fast I'm going.
Hey.
No, you just do that thing where you get like 2 or 3 feet up and then you just chop the throttle and then there's no coming back after that. You can't. All right, well that's it for letting them try to wheelie the giveaway bike. Have you officially fallen in love with this bike?
Dude, this bike is so good. Like, honestly, this bike does everything so good. I know it's gonna crush miles really easy because we crush miles in the other configuration. As you guys just saw, obviously I don't want to ruin this bike and I don't feel confident enough to really push it, but this bike wheelies so good. This thing is fun. Like, it's peppy, it has good brakes now, it's got good power. If you want to wheelie it, you will. If you want to like long distance ride it, you could definitely do that. It's just like the perfect all-around bike. You guys can't tell, but it rides so good. Like, it comes up so easy to wheelie. Like, I'm just completely like scared letting go, but it hooks up. It's got plenty of power. It's super peppy. It sounds good. It looks good. It rides good.
Yeah, this bike is amazing. This has been an amazing ride getting it home from the 2024 Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. And look at how we turned lemons with his bike falling apart into lemonade. I know we heard a lot of comments of, you know, we shouldn't have ridden that bike. We should have ridden this different bike. We shouldn't have done all that work right before the trip. I'm sure you read a couple other ones and so did you. And there was so much like negativity on the choices that we made. But some of that is also just like, it's part of the story. And this story led us here and everything happens for a reason. And we ended up buying a bike that now we're giving away that we're all falling in love with.
I mean, we've all been to Sturgis quite a few times, and that was my most memorable trip so far because of the bike problems, because we picked this thing up and got it home, and now it's going to go to somebody new. The silver lining in all this thing.
Yes, none of this was planned, and I think that's what makes us all attached to, right? Because our plan was to ride Cole's bike there and back, but the fact that like a +1 came along, this bike right here, and like it was a crazy journey, and it made it home. We didn't even know if it was going to make it home.
Yeah.
Like we were like, now we don't have, like now we have 2 bikes. If this doesn't make it home, it won't fit in the van. But like all that stuff like was rad, and it's here, and it's just like it looks so good, and it rides so good, and like somebody's gonna be real stuck with it.
Yeah.
Riding choppers for years, I break down constantly. Some of the best trips, you have breakdowns, you're on the side of the road, bullshit, you figure it out, you get back on the road. Somebody's gonna be stoked on this, the bike comes with the story, we're gonna be talking about it for years.
Yep, that is a fact. All right, guys, now's your time. Last chance. Head over to thrashinsupply.com, enter for a chance to win this bike, and hopefully we'll be meeting up with you soon. That's it for this thing. We'll have a vlog for it when we finally meet its new owner. All right, guys, thank you so much for following along with this whole series all the way from Sturgis to this moment. And on the next one, we're heading over to the East Coast, like we were saying at lunch. Take this guy over there for the first time.
48 hours until we're having a lot of fun.
Yep, and follow along. Next couple vlogs, Dom's gonna be in them. Obviously, the regular trio, and then we're gonna have Seabear, we're gonna have Gabe, we're gonna have Polly, we're gonna have a bunch of the boys that we like to hang out with over there, having some good food, some good times, riding motorcycles. So we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you later.
There was.
Dude, this thing pops up so fast. The first one you're like, yeah. I was just, honestly, on my bike, it's like full throttle at the perfect speed, and it's like, I'm maybe gonna come up, and this thing goes like,